How's it going, guys? 101 back again with even more 2K14 talk. And guys, what a roster reveal we are coming off of yesterday. And now, just a heads up, this isn't going to be a full roster breakdown. This is just going to be my thoughts more than anything else. And with so many names and so many surprises, we pretty much got everything we could have wanted, at least, you know, keep it in realistic mind. So I was definitely really impressed with what we saw at the roster reveal. Obviously, Goldberg and Batista were the two big surprises, so the obvious kind of excitement definitely goes to those guys, especially in the case of Goldberg, because we've not seen Goldberg in a WWE game for, I can't even remember the last time. It's been a hell of a long time. So his inclusion in the game was definitely awesome, a big surprise. And apparently, from what I'm hearing, we're going to be getting the full Goldberg entrance, so including when he comes out of the dressing room at the very start, and that is going to be awesome to see. So cannot wait to play as Bill Goldberg in 2K14. Batista, really awesome as well, though we did only have Batista a couple of years ago now, so not quite the same excitement level as Goldberg, but still Batista is awesome, so he is another great addition to the game. And just a quick heads up, guys, before we do go any further, I have put the full roster list down in the description below. But like I was saying, Goldberg and Batista, definitely the two big surprises. So going to have some cool matches there to play, like Goldberg versus Lesnar from Wrestlemania 20, Batista versus Triple H from 21, I think it was, and Undertaker from 23. That is if they have the long head version of Taker on the game. We've not seen that version so far, but wouldn't necessarily surprise me if we do see that version of Taker as an alternative attire. But like I mentioned in a previous video, this roster reveal also confirmed two major factions to be included on the game, and I'm thinking Universe Mode, if there is one of course, which I'm hoping there is going to be. That being though the NWO and Evolution, two of the best factions in pro wrestling ever, or at least in my opinion. And I get the factions aren't going to be perfect on the game, because unless there is an alternative attires, it's actually going to beat Razor Ramon and Diesel, you know, compared to Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. But still, with Superstar Threads, we should be able to make them at least somewhat NWO, so we should be able to make that work. And that's similar to Evolution, but again, all members are confirmed, so the members being Batista, Randy Orton, Ric Flair and Triple H. And like I said to someone in the comment section yesterday, we might not have the legend killer Randy Orton, but again, with Superstar Threads, we can give Orton the coloured trunks and the white wristbands, so we should be able to make it somewhat legend killer like. You know, maybe not perfect, but we've got to work with what we've got. But moving on from that, guys, one thing I did notice with this roster reveal is pretty much every superstar has got an entrance attire, so it's pretty clear 2K have really put a lot of effort in improving that aspect of the game. I especially liked Hulk Hogan's entrance, or should I say Hollywood Hogan, you know, with the animation of ripping the shirt. I thought it looked really cool, especially with the NWO light in the background. And I also like the inclusion of the Big Nasty Bastard version of Big Show. Used to be a huge fan of Big Show back then, and this was definitely my favourite version of the Big Show, so great to see his inclusion. Though as we did see with his t-shirt, it should say Big Nasty Bastard, but because of the PG era, they've obviously had to take that off. But still, that match that we assume he's going to be involved in the WrestleMania 2000 match with him, Triple H, Rock and Foley, is actually quite an underrated match in my opinion, so definitely looking forward to play through that. And with the confirmed roster, there's obviously a load of other matches that we're going to likely be seeing. I'm not going to go through every single match now, guys, because in all honesty I've not had time to research it properly, but I might end up doing that in a future video. But just off the top of my head, some of the matches that stick out to me that we're going to be seeing on the game would be the Edge Foley hardcore match from WrestleMania 22, definitely one of my favourite WrestleMania matches of all time. Remember that match ended with the spear through the ring to the flaming table to the outside, so hopefully we're going to be able to do that actually within 2K14 as well. There's also going to be Ric Flair's retirement match with HBK. Both versions of Flair look great, by the way. The Fatal 4-Way that I've already mentioned back at WrestleMania 2000, including Rock, Triple H, Big Show and Mick Foley. There's also going to be Triple H versus Chris Jericho from Wrestlemania 18. Not the best match at the time, but still going to be interesting to play through that again. We've also got Goldberg, Lesnar from WrestleMania 20, and that one should be great. Definitely going to be a beastly match, that's for sure. Hopefully when we do play it, we can make it better than the real life version actually was, and that probably won't be too hard, to be fair. There's also some older classic matches like Diesel, Michaels from one of the older WrestleManias, and that huge ladder match between Razor Ramon and HBK. And gotta say guys, it was amazing to see Razor Ramon back on a WWE game, so definitely glad to see Scott Hall's inclusion in 2K14. It's been quite some time since we have seen him in a game, so like I said, that was truly awesome to see, and gotta say his model looked absolutely great. And so many more matches guys that I could name, but don't really want to go too deep into this one, but those just off the top of my head are some of the matches I'm most looking forward to seeing. And like I said, I will be doing more than likely a video going into more detail on those matches we're likely to see on the 30 years of WrestleMania mode, so look out for that video coming sometime soon. But guys, don't really want to drag this video on too much longer, so going to quickly sum up the roster reveal now. Basically, I was really impressed with it. We couldn't have really asked for much more, you know, keeping things realistic. This is probably the best roster we've ever had on a WWE game, or at least as far as current gen goes. It's like the perfect mix of old school and new school, and we've not even had the current day guys actually confirmed yet. So you could actually say we've only actually had half the roster confirmed, but considering that, this truly is an awesome roster. Cannot wait to get my hands on this game when it comes out. I think this game's got so much potential, and hopefully I'll be able to make some really cool videos for you guys when it does come out. Hopefully that's going to be including a universe mode. Fingers crossed that mode is actually going to be on the game. I know my 13 version has kind of fallen off a bit in recent months, but I do think a universe mode on 2K14, you know, considering the roster, would have a shit ton of potential. And hopefully, like I said, we're going to be getting universe mode confirmed sometime soon. And when it does get confirmed, I'm going to be letting you guys choose the shows and the rosters for my 2K14 version. So hopefully you guys will enjoy setting it up for me. But more on that coming another time. So guys, let me know, what did you think of the 30 years of WrestleMania roster reveal? Tell me all your thoughts related to that down in the comment section below, and I'll be back very, very soon with more 2K14 content. But until then, this has been 101. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all on the next one.